on upcoming artists and they are trying to promote them. They don't brand them well enough, because this was a conversation or a discussion he had where he said Safo Newman, who is an upcoming artist, is not being branded properly, and he compared him to Don Jazzy. When Don Jazzy brings new artists like Starr and all of that, they have a certain brand, they look a certain kind of way. But here's the case where he believes that in Ghana, when these top artists are trying to bring someone up, they want you to look hungry, in that they want us to see your before really, really well, so that later on with your after, we can take credit for it. What do you think about that? Because I heard it and I thought, well, yes, you see Nigerian upcoming artists and they don't look like they were literally picked from the gutters. Meanwhile, some of them started off TikTok and all of that. But here in Ghana, if someone is upcoming, my goodness, like you can see from them that you
truly
know
up and coming.
Exactly. And he was like, see, it's not good.
The
it's
difference
not right.
here is this. A Don Jazzy has been around for a while, and he's not just an artist. For the most part, he's been a manager. He's been raising talents, getting them ready, so when he puts you in front of the camera, you're ready.
Okay.
Here in Ghana, how many managers do we have? How much investment is going into preparing an underground artist so by the time he pops up, he's ready? Look, there are many examples we can give. You pick Samini, right? Samini had to bring through Stoneboy. At a point, Kofi Kenata. Episode went through his ranks as well. Jupiter at some point. So many people have gone through high grade, right?
Yeah.
And we saw the beginning of these artists. Now, big question. Has time proven to all of us that Samini was a good manager? Is he even a manager? So. No, hold on.
Okay.
You may think that, yes, he honed the talents, taught them the trade. That's on the purely creative side of things. Okay. What about the well-rounded human being? So by the time he steps up, it doesn't take them 2, 3, 4, 5 years before they hit peak level. Typically, when you're managing a talent and you have them in your stables for a while, by the time you free them to fly, within a year they are flying well. Here is the reverse. And you see, there is a very cold conversation that we need to have about putting people in the right positions, playing them to their abilities, and investing, truly investing in our artists. If we don't do that, and we leave everything to people taking their own initiative, having to walk in the blind and hope that some way, somehow they help you to be successful, it's a problem. So I will not blame that artist here who's trying to bring the underground cuts up to also do well. It's more to do with how much investment are we putting into talent management? Having proper managers be managers and not be more than that. Have the musicians be musicians. Concentrate on their craft. Hone it. If they want to teach it, they can teach it in a pool where there's a manager at the top who's helping you in your ropes, rather than forcing a musician to be a manager. PDD has always been a manager. He's a musician, but everybody knows him to be more of a manager than a musician. Right?
Yeah.
If you ask Jay-Z cries up there, he has reached that status. If you ask somebody like, who crack can I even look at today? Who can? So you ask Kendrick Lamar to get a manager an underground artist. Why? Why would you ask him to do that? That's not his strength. Play everybody to their strength. Let the managers be managers.
The fact that we think you are big doesn't necessarily mean
exactly that you can manage. No.
Managing someone.
No. There's mentorship and there's management. There's a difference.
Wow, Francis, you're really taking us deep. There's mentorship and
there's
true. Management.
It's true. Because managing is not just the person's talent. Everything about the person has to be properly managed. Publicity, how they look, how they talk, how they write, how they take their craft seriously, how they grow their brand. It's all part of that job of management. But mentorship, guidance. Okay, this one, if you do it like this, it will work. This is how I did this. I think if you do it that way, it might help. It may go south, it may go right. But that's mentorship. But management, you are seizing that person's career and saying that I have a plan for you for the next 5 years. Here's what year 1 looks like. Here's what year 2 looks like. Here's what year 3 looks like. And then you build that person. So Don Jazzy has been a manager for all these years. He's honed and become better at it. Whiskey, clear example. All the other, look, we can mention the list. The whole list can go through. But play people to their strengths.
Well,
simple.
So we're talking about Safo Newman, right? I think the conversation has gone a little beyond Safo Newman. That's where my problem is. Shatawale was referencing Safo Newman. Is Safo Newman presentable?
Who's managing Safo Newman?
Is he manageable?
Everybody's manageable.
Where was he? No, I'm coming.
Everybody's
where was,
manageable.
mind you, Safo Newman was a professional teacher
Yeah.
before his breakout. Now, what is Sarkodie stepping to do? To help project him.
Yes.
We're having the same conversation we had on Kwame Eugene relative to Safo Eugene now, by way of dressing. It's all about how he presents himself.
Management.
There are many people who are saying that Safo Newman on his own was like this before Sarkodie picked him up. After he had been picked by Sarkodie,
Yeah.
are you guys telling me that Sarkodie has not even attempted to change his wardrobe? Is that what you guys are saying?
Is that his job?
Is that about what he's... No, I'm coming. No.
Is that his job?
Oh, no, come on. You see, it will be part of you helping somebody.
Is he his manager?
I'm coming.
Hold
See,
on. Let's clear a few things.
No.
Is he his manager?
It's not
Or
his
is a
manager.
brother helping a brother?
A brother is helping a brother. The first thing a brother will do is, what
Find
are you
him a
wearing?
manager.
What
Find
are you
him a
wearing?
manager.
What are you wearing?
Finding him a manager.
No. So who should find him the manager?
You who is trying to help a brother?
That's
Finding
the point.
Finding the right person to
We're talking
manage.
about the same
That
thing.
for-
We are talking about the same thing.
But for basics, are you saying that
Yes.
it wouldn't cross Sarkodie's mind at all?
What's he wearing?
Try and
That
change his
jazz you
wardrobe?
up. Pick
Yeah.
you up.
That's one thing. Another one is how he carries himself. For that, he can only help himself. For instance, there's this trending video of him sipping on something and how he reacts after sipping on that drink. What kind of management can tell you that don't misbehave that way when the cameras are on you? But he did it anyway. But that's him.
Oh, some managements will actually tell you. I mean, a lot goes into managing
You are
people.
I remember,
Yeah.
dude. You see, there are so many things I'm not at liberty to say. There are some artists we have seen their evolution.
Oh, yes.
We have seen their
I
evolution.
mentioned Kwame Eugene. At least now nobody will talk about what Kwame Eugene is not wearing and how he's not dressing to suit his talent and his stature and his status. So, yes, it's good Shatawale has brought it up. The management team of Safo Newman should work on this. It's not just about the craft. Even the craft, so far, apart from Akukwa, I'm yet to be convinced about something else aside the songs he had done before Sarkodie held his hand. We are told they have a track together, he and Sarkodie.
Yes.
It's all good. Let's see how that pans out. But indeed, the gentleman needs grooming, not management. He needs grooming.
Grooming is part of management.
No, the point I'm making is that basic grooming, he doesn't even look like an artist.
It is part of management.
No, see,
He doesn't see himself as an artist. That's the thing. You
I
see,
have-
it all begins with mindset.
You know, this thing is not even just about artists. It cuts across.
Across life, yes.
Cuts across.
Yes.
Someone comes in, even in our space, in the media space, and he's like, "Oh, I want to be a reporter. I want to be." Who is going to take on
And
that
hold them,
person?
yeah.
Who
Yes.
is going to help? Who is going to teach? Who is going to make sure that you are getting the right opportunities? And
Yeah.
when you do get the right opportunities,
What do
who
you
is
do with
going
them?
to ensure that you are delivering based on the opportunities that you have?
Yeah.
It's not something that is just a Safo Newman thing or an artist thing. I think that
And do
Then-
you agree that you need a manager?
me,
Yes.
me personally,
Like everybody needs a manager.
yes.
Oh, but you
yes.
see, you have to go for a manager if you need one. And that's the point. You needing a manager will depend on what you do. You see, it's the same conversation we are having and the suggestion you just brought. That gets people who cannot even take care of themselves, right? Financially. To think that they will need somebody to manage them. How can somebody manage poverty? The point I'm making is that
You
no,
don't manage poverty. You manage talents
no, yeah. So
to create wealth.
we get you.
Yes.
We get you. So, for instance, you are an artist. You will definitely need a manager because you have a talent to sell.
Yes.
Right?
Everybody has something to sell.
Oh, my brother. No.
Everybody.
My brother.
has
You
something.
are an employee. You are being paid by your company. And you think that out of what you are being paid to do, right? Like as if you're an artist, you sing, no problem. Now when you have a talent. And then you think that because everybody has a talent, You want to go and employ a manager to come and discover your talent for you.
No, he's not doing talent discovery. He's enhancing the gifts and the talent you have. That's his job.
And then in this case, if you are not an artist, you don't sing, you don't dance, you don't play drum.
You are not a creative.
So what?
So you see. You are
in a different space. That's the point I'm making.
I think you are diverting from the main issue.
Exactly my point.
Which is that
these are creatives.
This is a creative.
That's the point. Then I agree with you. But you say everybody has a talent, then you are
Everybody does have a
That's
talent,
true.
actually.
But if you haven't discovered it, then how come that you put yourself
No,
in
we
a
are not talking about discovering talent here. We are talking about
Managing.
honing,
Exactly.
You know, the talent that
there must be
already
something to be
exists.
honed, right?
Yes.
So if, for instance, I'm not a musician, I'm a journalist, right? So then at least I'm in a creative space. If I get somebody to manage me, I can do A, B, C, D. That's okay. But you are, say, a mason.
Okay.
Right?
Wow, nice job for me.
Yes. You are a mason. And you think that given what you do and the fact that you are employed and paid by day, you need a manager to properly put you in a place that will get you to earn more.
You think that's not possible?
My brother, first things first. First things first. To me, I'll tell you first
This
things first.
conversation, we will certainly agree to
Managers
disagree,
for
but
masons in Ghana.
It's fine.
Wow.
It's fine.
Yes, but of course, I agree with Shatawale. Back to the reason why he's trending.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that's why he's trending.
You are happy you have.
We all know why.
See,
We all know why.
let's
Etornam is
talk
very
about-
happy
Yeah.
that she's lit this flame and we are all doing
Yeah.
it. That is fine.
Yeah.
I'm happy because for me, when I saw it, I was thinking about it across board, not just with artists. I was just thinking about it in general because I actually think that if you think you have a talent or something that can be honed and there's someone who is also willing to help you out, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that you're entitled to it in any way.
Entitled, no.
No, you are not.
Entitled is nothing.
You are, so for him to say that, you know, they should make him like this and they should make him like, well,
Who should?
his management. And I think if Shatawale wants to manage him, he can, can't he? Or if he wants to,
You are inviting me into another arena.
if he wants to take him on.
No, I'm not sure. I'm not
He
sure
can.
Sarkodie will be a happy man if Shatawale makes that.
But since you are talking about his appearance,
you were talking
and he's not
about
presentable, can you do
high
something
grade.
about
You were talking
it?
that will mean that he's going to pitch himself in perpetuity against Sarkodie. Sarkodie was first to extend the hand, a helping hand to Safo Newman. Leave it to Sarkodie and his team. Sarkodie himself has not been doing badly at all when it comes to the way he presents himself. How about that robbing of Safo Newman? Okay. But the point I'm making, that's why I came back to grooming. Safo Newman, the work that needs to be done on the gentleman is massive. Okay. And I'm sure he recognizes that.
All right.
And then again, there's a video that is going around about a man emptying his bin in the flood. You know the flood issue we were talking about yesterday, and I was coming in, the whole place was choked, and I was wondering, when I saw the video, I said, should we have punitive measures for stuff like that? Do we have punitive measures?
We do.
Maybe I wasn't born long ago, but I heard that there was a certain time in this country where if you emptied your rubbish or anything around, you were caned or something like that.
Okay, so they had the town council people. They call them tankasi. They were from the town council, and more like sanitary inspectors.
Yeah.
And they were indeed working to the extent that you will be at home and you see a lady running ahead of herself. Why? Because there was this little rubbish somewhere that had been left there unattended to, and she had heard of the coming of these sanitary inspectors, and she had to put her house in order. That was how serious it was, right? But then we started killing it when opinion leaders and chiefs started intervening. So they will come, they will summon somebody, and the person will run to the chief's palace. The person will run to the rich person in the community, and they will intervene, and no action, punitive action will be taken against the culprit. And then it started fizzling out. And then they started using it against the politicians. We're paying land pool, like a tax for your existence in Ghana. People will meet you in town, and once you are above 18, they will demand that you show the receipt. If you don't have a receipt on you, you pay.
Wow.
And our parents were paying. But I go to a time when the voters were using everything against the politicians. So that also fizzled out. Yeah, so there are bylaws. wherever this woman was emptying, the
Man,
man was emptying the rubbish into the drainage, there are bylaws. The assembly ought to deal with him. But of course it won't happen. You
But
know it
how
won't
are
happen.
countries like Rwanda able to maintain a certain level
The laws work, and it starts with the leaders. It starts with the leader. Yeah. So here the laws don't work.
But leadership is
listening
core.
to you and then thinking, okay, we had a certain system like that and we have come out of that system. Shouldn't that have done something to our character? Because I am thinking, if I punish you for doing ABC, I'm not expecting it again. So how did we come out of a generation that was punitive for, and then we are doing that?
Our leaders let us down because they were looking at their political interests other than any other thing. And like Francis always says, we do what is inspected, not what is expected. And the inspection can only come from the enforcement of the laws.
We do what is
Inspected. So
that's our food for thought.
Yeah. If we don't do, you see, we are not men and women of integrity by and large. Integrity is what you do when nobody else is watching.
Yeah.
You do the right things. Yeah. But this gentleman felt nobody was watching him, right? So he has no integrity, and so therefore the law should have taken its course. But it won't happen.
Yeah, and also Team Eternity Ghana, they have this song that has been trending for days on end. Defe. I don't know whether you've seen it. I think the jam is a really good
Nice one, yeah.
Should I make that my
jam to it tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning.
Will be our first jam.
Okay.
Emmanuel, lock it down for us.
Okay.
Team Eternity. What's that song again?
Defe.
Okay. All right.
Very nice gospel song.
There was something I just noticed on social media. It looks as though the Dr. Papa Kwesindo is on a certain campaign. The hashtag is Bring Back GN Bank National Toll.
Oh, okay.
And I've seen pictures of the locations for the bank branches across the country. He's taking pictures of the states that they are in, people going there to weed what looks like a very abandoned facility, cleaning up the branches. So some in the Gushenwu area in the north, Whole West constituency, Chito branch. There's another one at Enuma Papem in the eastern region. And these are volunteers who've gone there by their own volition to go and clean the place up.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look like what they knew it to be. Interesting.
Where GN Bank was situated.
Yes. So the branches, those buildings have been abandoned, in essence, for years. And people have gone there to go weed up the place, to clean up the place.
Is there a reason why they're
I have
doing
no
that?
idea, but I've just spotted it on social media now.
And you actually do believe that they are doing it out of their own pollution?
Well, it's not for me to believe. I'm only saying what I see.
Yes. And it's been at this for a while, right? And that's because, unlike the other banks that went down under, that government auctioned their vehicles, albeit under questionable circumstances, and gave off their buildings for other activity. GN Bank has been left untouched. So all the facilities housing GN Bank have been left untouched, and weeds have taken over. When you go to the one closer to the what's the name? Coconut Grove, you see that the vehicles, GN Bank branded vehicles, are still parked there. I don't know whether some of them might have been auctioned and others have been left. That's where the challenge is. And so whatever government wanted to do has not been done. Yes, you can talk about illegal tussle and whatever, but that's ended. There's a final judgment that went against
the
Indo.
bank.
But if indeed all the facilities are there intact, then of course the man is right to go on this crusade.
And ask questions.
You heard Nana Utue Champon. Nana Utue
Richmond
Etuahene tell you that whatever purpose for which we decided to embark on this banking sector cleanup,
It's not been achieved.
it's not been achieved. So we have actually wasted 29 billion Ghana cedis. And you think questions should not be asked. So he's right. Man, we should go on. But he knows this government will not listen, right? Not to bust his bubble, but yeah. You can tell the end from the to wait. if you would have been allowed to run the bank, why would they come for the bank in the first place? Right? People came for the bank, and then you are now appealing to them to give it back to you. And what I said in 3, the adage there means that if you buy something and you will be given something extra on top, then at least you will have been filled to the brim when you are buying something from the market, from say a weighing scale or whatever. If after you are paid for whatever you are buying for, something extra will be added, right? Then at least what you are buying will have been filled to
Even
the
the
brim.
scale, yeah.
The scale didn't even reach what your money is worth, and then you want the seller to add something.
Anyway.
Yeah, that to it. That's basically it.
All right.
Anyway, okay, so our food for thought says that how you talk to yourself is important, but sometimes you need to stop talking to yourself.
Yeah, you might be perceived to be mad, and there's a very thin line between somebody perceiving.
But
you
do
to
you
be,
know that a lot of people talk to themselves nowadays?
and it means they are
When
in
you
they
are
in trouble.
walking around,
Yeah.
it's not.
No, it's
a
dangerous.
joke. It is not.
Yeah,
a
it's in the
joke.
same realm as you hearing your name when you are alone, and if you respond, you are gone. So seriously, yeah. When people are under stress, yes, they talk to themselves. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But we all do it. So
I think-
I'm
I think-
feeling
I think-
strange.
I
No,
know,
I've never
No,
done it.
Ibrahim, I think it happens
Really?
for many people in their minds.
Yeah.
When it comes to their lips and they're sitting and talking to
Then that's the problem.
that's when you're asking, oh,
Yeah.
what's up?
Think it, don't say it. Right? No, it must remain in your head. When you verbalize it,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's strange.
I should start getting like headphones or something so that at least if something like that, they might
They will think
I'm
that you are
listening to a
singing.
song I'm singing or
Okay.
something.
Yeah,
like
we
that.
probably upset people. It doesn't mean that. Yeah, but like I said, when you are
Sometimes just
under
thinking
stress,
out loud.
yeah, when you are under stress, there are some people who do calculation loudly before they are going to the market, and then they are doing the calculation loudly
Yeah,
before they get to
before
the
they
market.
get there.
Yeah, it's like
That's
that.
true.
It's there.
Anyway, that's it for our trains today.
Okay,
Francis, see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much for the trends this morning, Etornam. I guess we can segue into our random conversation this morning and our discussion. So quite a lot has been said, but we're asking the exit of these multinational companies from our markets, from our economy today. Has that left you worried, concerned?